Well, hello everybody, Captain Max here, and today we're going to talk about the pros and cons of steel-cased ammunition. I managed to get myself some Wolf 308 in bulk, 500 rounds, for 33 cents a round, which is a little over half the best price I could find on brass cases. So it definitely has the advantage of being cheap and being available in bulk. The lacquer coating that's put on the steel to prevent corrosion usually does a good job. So there's a couple of nice pros to it. It makes a great plinking ammunition. However, on the con side, the ammunition is not especially accurate or even consistent. So whereas it's great for plinking, it's not really the ammunition for the serious high accuracy or long range shooter. Another problem with it is, under the right circumstances, it's not impossible that it can do a little harm to your rifle. You have to understand that the lacquer coating over the steel can melt off under certain circumstances, causing a jam in the rifle and being difficult to clean. To prevent this, I was told you really should not shoot more than about 60 rounds to the rifle before letting it completely cool. Of course, no two steel-cased ammunitions are identical. You'll have to learn the particulars of your steel-cased ammo. But that's a rule that I go with, and it seems to work well. Another problem is that steel-cased ammunition tends to be somewhat dirty. Typically, it's a corrosive ammunition, which means you need to clean the gun thoroughly when you're done shooting it. Another problem is that steel does not expand as well as brass does, so you might get some blow-by into the chamber. This makes for a tougher cleaning job after you're done shooting. This is in addition to the potential lacquer buildup if the ammunition is lacquer coated. Of course, the final disadvantage is the ammunition is normally burred and primed, which means it cannot be reloaded. You'll also find another disadvantage that I bumped into at the first range I went to. They wouldn't let me shoot it, and there were two reasons why. One, they collect the brass afterwards for resale, and they didn't want to get disposable steel cases mixed up with the brass. Otherwise, they have to go through the painstaking task of sorting it. Another reason was they prohibit steel core ammunition. They're required to check all ammunition that shooters bring to the range with a magnet. If the magnet goes off, even if it's the case, not the projectile, their insurance company requires them to deny its use. Some people also claim that steel case ammo can be a little rough on the gun, particularly on the receivers. Generally speaking, most people don't seem to recommend steel case ammunition, which is probably one reason it's so bloody cheap. But I thought I would get some and give it a try, and of course, you can always keep it as your just-in-case bug-out ammo that's going into long-term storage. These are just some of the pros and cons I wanted to touch on. This is Captain Max of Fun with Guns. Please, live, love, and shoot safely.